In this presentation, we'll be discussing Component 1 of the Systematic Design of Instruction, Identify Instructional Goals. The Systematic Design of Instruction is a systematic process for creating instructional materials. In this presentation, once again, we're focusing on the first component, Identify Instructional Goals. And in this step, really the goal is to determine what new information and skills you want the learners to have mastered when they've completed your instruction. And these are usually written as goals. Let's take a closer look at this component. There are 4 methods for identifying instructional goals. And really there are more than 4, but these are the main 4 that are discussed in the book. The first method is the Smee Approach. In this approach, instructional designers will speak with a subject matter expert to find out what learners need to know to be able to perform the job that's done by the subject matter expert. The second approach is the content outline approach. In this approach, the instructional designer assumes that the reason that the performers are not able to do their job effectively is because they don't have the right knowledge that they need to do their job. Another approach is the administrative mandate approach. Often, a piece of instruction is mandated by administration or by somebody's boss. And in these cases, it's really often difficult or impossible to argue against that mandate. And so, really, you just go ahead and go forward with the instruction. Finally, the performance technology approach. So this approach assumes that instructional design and instructional goals should be set in response to problems or to opportunities within a specific organization. This is something you'll be able to learn more about throughout the program, but human performance technology is a systematic approach to really identifying the reasons that there are performance problems. So let me give you an example of how I've used one of these approaches. I have used the Smee approach to create a unit of e-learning on microevolution. I worked with a biology instructor at a large university and really asked him a lot of questions about the learners, about the types of knowledge that they would need to be able to understand and use biology principles effectively, particularly microevolution content. And so through these discussions with him, I was able to help boil the instructional goals down to a few key goals. And that was the Smee approach. So again, this is identifying instructional goals. It fits into the larger picture of the systematic design of instruction. And it really is the first step you go through in the systematic process.